After back-to-back 8-win seasons, Craig Bohl and the Wyoming Cowboys have aspirations of making program history this season by earning a bowl berth in a third consecutive season. Hi, I'm Jesse Kurtz in the Mountain West Network studio. Wyoming returns 19 starters from a team that went 8-5 a year ago. Here's what you need to know this season as we count down to kickoff with the Wyoming Cowboys. Replacing a first-round NFL draft pick is a daunting task, but redshirt freshman Tyler Vanderwall is up to the challenge as the new Wyoming quarterback. The 6'4", 220-pound quarterback from Sacramento was recruited by many big programs, including Cal and Colorado, after he led Christian Brothers High School to a sectional playoff championship game his senior year. Now, he's poised to be the long-term starter in Laramie, which excites Craig Bohl.
He's bright, he understands football, he's mobile, he does have a strong arm, and so all those things are attributes that allow a quarterback to be successful. In our system, which is a pro-style system, if you're not a bright guy and you cannot think of abstract concepts, you're going to have a hard time, and he certainly has shown those things.
Wide receiver Austin Conway will once again be one of the top offensive weapons for the Cowboys in 2018 after leading Wyoming with 62 catches for 553 yards and 3 touchdowns last fall. Conway, who is one of the top punt returners in the country as well, originally attended Wyoming with the intent to play basketball, but he's paid big dividends on the gridiron.
So he and I had a conversation, and there was like, okay, where do we play him? Do we play him at corner? Do we play him at receiver? And, you know, I looked at the makeup and some of the things he did and where we were at his football team, so we chose him to play at receiver. He goes, you know, that's great, Coach, because I ain't too crazy about hitting people.
Andrew Wingard enters the new season as one of the top defensive playmakers in the country as an All-American candidate. The 3-year starter kicks off his senior year with 367 career tackles, exactly 100 shy of breaking a school record. Wingard, who is the preseason Defensive Player of the Year in the Mountain West, is just 88 tackles shy of breaking the conference record for career tackles.
I got one more year to prove myself as, you know, one of the best players in this conference, one more chance to go out and play college football. You know, college football is you know, one of the best traditions in all the country, and I only get to do it for one more year, so I just got to go out and cherish every moment and you know, really play everything like it's my last, because it really is.
You know, he's physically changed. I mean, he's up to about 215 pounds now, and he's running better than he ever has, and that's not easy to do. The next thing is he's a constant student of the game. He's always looking at honing his skills. He always has had unbelievable instincts. Now he's put together that practical experience, that competitive nature with all those games.
Wyoming opens up the season at New Mexico State. Conference play kicks off when Boise State invades Laramie in a clash between the 2 preseason favorites in the Mountain Division. The first home game at War Memorial Stadium will actually take place on September 1st when Washington State comes to town. An opportunity to host a Pac-12 opponent is something for which the Cowboys are grateful.
We got to go out and we got to prove that we can play with anyone, and it starts in those games. You know, obviously, you know, we want to win the Mountain West, we want to do great in conference, but we need to show the whole country that, you know, we're here to play. And since I've been here, we haven't done too well against you know, those big schools, and I really want to go out and play well against these Power 5 teams this year and show that we belong with the rest of the country.
Our fans come and support us. The crowd is just, we got love from everybody, you know. Hours before the game, we walking through the stadium and people is on the street. So it's just amazing to see our fans, you know, showing support.
There's a great deal of excitement about Wyoming football, and of course a lot of that is because of the culture that Craig Bohl has brought to the program. People now have expectations about how good Wyoming can be. Josh Allen is gone, so it's post that, but Wyoming's defense this year is cause for great excitement. But probably not since the late 80s has Wyoming had a defense as good as this one. And of course, just 3 years ago, Wyoming was one of the worst defenses in the country. Now they're one of the best in the country, and you can really, that's all Craig Bohl and his mindset and his philosophy. He wants to play great defense. He wants the offense to manage things and of course, do well. But he says a great defense, good offense, and a good kicking game will win a lot of games. And I think that's what the Cowboys are going to do this year. Great home schedule. Everybody's talked about Washington State, but Boise State, Utah State, Air Force, all in Laramie. Those will all be huge Mountain West games. And if the Cowboys play defense like everybody's expecting, it's going to be a heck of a year. Of course, a new quarterback and some new players offensively, but they're going to hang their hat on defense, and everybody's extremely excited.
Thank you, Kevin. Wyoming opens up the season at New Mexico State on August 25th. This countdown to kickoff has been brought to you by Mountain America Credit Union, the official credit union of the Mountain West. From the Mountain West Network studio, I'm Jesse Kurtz.